Hello everyone, and in today's video we are going to look at the more severe weather for the south and also a little bit of some severe weather for the northeast. But before we get into this video, I would ask you to subscribe if you do like daily weather forecasts and severe weather live streams, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So right now we are looking at the storm prediction center for today. This is the severe weather outlook. You can see they have issued a enhanced risk, which is a level 3 out of 5 of the risks. Enhanced risk is pretty bad for severe weather. You're gonna have some pretty big hail for today, especially for the Texas area. Over here, you have some minor severe weather. It shouldn't be too bad. It is actually happening right now. Minor severe weather, you have a very small damaging wind gust risk, and you have a very small wind risk and hail risk, and not even a tornado risk for those. So I wouldn't really worry about these storms up here. The main focus today is down here, though. You have a slight risk and enhanced risk. This is where most of the severe weather is going to be, in those yellows and orange risks right there. And also you have your marginal risk, which is in the green, darker green color. That's where you should see isolated severe thunderstorms, but you're going to see scattered and widespread thunderstorms, most likely in those yellows and orange risks right there. Then you have your general thunderstorm risk in the light green. This is where you're not expecting any severe thunderstorms today. Just general thunderstorms. You might not even see you might have not even see thunderstorms in this risk, but some areas you might see some general thunderstorms, maybe a few thunders in there. You can see the tornado risk. And there's a 2% risk of tornadoes down here. There's also one up here, but we shouldn't expect any tornadoes up here. Maybe 1 or 2 tornado warnings should be expected today in those green risks. It's the lowest risk as it can go, so definitely don't worry. Just make sure you have your safe place ready, just in case if they do issue a tornado warning. You can look at the hail risk, and the hail risk is pretty high today. You have a 30% chance of a hail risk up to softballs. There's a lot of energy in this air, making this hail very huge. So this is definitely going to deal some damage to your roofs, siding, if the hail is blowing towards your house, which usually is with those damaging wind gusts. You should expect damage to your roofs, siding, windows, especially, also your car. So make sure you put your car in a garage or under something if you don't want that to get damaged. Most of this very damaging hail is going to be in this red and hatched risk. You see there, they have a significant risk for that hatched risk. So that's where most of this very damaging hail, and also including that yellow risk. The green risk, you have up to about golf ball or even baseball sized hail is so much energy. So make sure to bring anything that's loose outside that could be damaged from these. Also for the wind risk, you also have a 30% chance of severe wind in that red area. This is up to 80 miles per hour of wind gusts, so you're gonna definitely bring anything that's loose outside that could blow away, including trash cans and toys, anything outside there that could blow away. Also, make sure your trampoline is kind of anchored down, because this will definitely blow away in those strong winds. And in that yellow risk, you have a 15% chance of severe wind up to 60 miles per hour and wind gusts within these storms, and about up to 40 miles per hour and wind gusts with these storms in that green risks. You also have a little bit of risk for wind gusts up here, maybe up to 50 miles per hour, but not that bad as it is down here in parts of Texas. And now we're going to look at the simulated future radar for this severe weather for Texas. Alright, so now we are looking at the future kind of simulated radar of what to expect. This is very early morning hours. We can move it forward. So this was back. Now we're talking about now, around now. You got a good cell developing right there. You should just expect large hail and damaging winds from that one. There you got some more developing just to the north of that one. And then you're going over here to about 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. You got a lot of this kind of line of cluster of storms here. Right there, which is developing off this trough that's right here. And you also have the cold front, which is right there. It's making the storms really start to become large hail producers. And then you got that very huge squall line going into late evening hours. You got very large hail. You can see those pinks in there. That's indicating very large hail already showing up on here. And then you're going into the overnight hours. It should weaken a little bit by the time it gets to Louisiana. You should still expect some very large hail for parts of Louisiana in the overnight hours. And then it's going into the kind of Gulf of Mexico there. So getting into the early morning hours of tomorrow, it should be over there in the parts of the Gulf, and maybe even over here in parts of the beaches for Alabama and Florida. You see there, you might expect some possibly some water spouts coming from this for the early morning hours on the beaches of the Panhandle of Florida. If you did enjoy this video though, I would recommend subscribing if you do like daily weather forecasts or like severe weather coverage streams. I do them all the time during severe weather season. But anyways, stay safe.